Go.
Okay. Hey everybody, we are live here with the Vincina Protocol. We have Mike, Wendy, Bobby, Brian, Jason, Dominique, and Barry. We
Every
got
guy. Hello, everybody. You got to mute your microphone so we can actually
Is
talk.
she? Is she open?
Mike, mute your
How's everything?
microphones.
Say again?
Mike, mute your
Yeah.
microphone.
Something is wrong with his microphone, I think, because everybody's saying he can't hear.
You can't hear me? First one to get 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dominique said she couldn't hear you.
You can't hear me?
it is Tuesday the 26th at 7:01, and we are live. It is Tuesday the 26th at 7:01, and we are live. And ALS in danger of corruption. Vincina Squeak Heffenstein is who we are talking about this evening. Mike, do you want to take over from here? Okay, we can't hear you, Mike. Dave, do you want me to go ahead and pick this up?
Go ahead, Mike. Try it again. Yeah, just go ahead and start, Jello.
Okay. So we have a lot of people on feed tonight, and everybody's kind of getting involved now. So we have everybody from Cleveland on board tonight, and everybody down here in Cincinnati on board tonight, along with Dave Jones. Thank you so much for being here with us. So as we are here, we're bringing a lot of communities together. Hopefully we can reach out to not just the listeners, but help some of the drug addicted kids too that are also on Facebook to hear this live feed. Maybe they'll take a couple of seconds and actually join us. So in the restaurant of Cognac, that's where this all started, and that's where everybody was pretty much that's how they were starting to get a lot of their information, and they were pretty much interviewing everybody that was coming into the restaurant, and they were hearing a lot of different stories and hearing different treatments and diagnosis, and a lot of them were written into the protocol from Mike. I'm hoping that he'll be able to join in here any second and just take over. I see Mike and Wendy. I don't know if maybe their microphone or their actual computer is actually muted. If they can hear me, they can maybe fix that and come back with us. So tonight's conversation was going to be talked about government and the breakdown of how the courts are going to profit from the criminals if they do, and how the bail bondsmen are linked together. So that's pretty much where we're at. And then that's the outline that we're going off of tonight. We just lost some people, so I guess we will wait a few minutes to see if they're going to join back in with us. We are talking about Smith's bail bondsmen this evening. Miss Dominique, how are you doing tonight? You have to unmute yourself. Maybe we should go off and try to come back in. Dave, what do you think?
Mike should be right back.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you.
All right, guys. We're on
It's all right.
now. Crazy.
We gotta spice it up a little bit, Wendy. We're boring.
Are we boring?
I'm the spice man.
Now we can hear Wendy and Mike.
All right, good.
Yay!
Yay, we're back.
Yeah, you guys left me out there on a limb by myself.
All right, well,
I was
thank
just
you
hanging
guys
from a
for being
branch.
patient and letting us regroup here. So we always like to start by just saying what the Vincina Protocol is and what we're doing here. Everybody asked me, what is a Vincina? Well, Vincina was an amazing young lady who sadly passed away from Lou Gehrig's disease, and that is Mike's wife, Vincina Squeak
Wendy.
Helfenstein.
Wendy,
Yeah,
can you
Yes,
move the
sir.
camera? Can you move the camera? I'm only seeing your lips.
yeah. You're only seeing my lips move. That's funny. How's that? Is that better?
No.
Well, tell me what you need.
It's got
You
it's
need
got
me
to
go-
it,
It
it's
looks
got to go up.
perfect.
It's got to go
Okay.
up.
Up. When we
How's that look, Dave?
There we go.
A little bit more.
Yay!
We are on live feed here on the Vincina Protocol. Everybody on Facebook, please stay with us.
Yeah, thanks for your patience. So back to Squeak's story. She sadly passed away from Lou Gehrig's disease, and when she passed away, Mike, her husband, made a promise to Squeak to get the word out about this sad disease, what it does to people, and get the treatment and the diagnosis protocol written, because Squeak went 3.5 years without diagnosis. So we're really looking to just build a community. We're looking to build a group of people that demand change, want to make change, and have fun while we're doing it. I don't know if you guys can see in the background, but we have a group of people with us behind us here, some team members that are playing pool and having a good time. So tonight we're going to be talking about government breakdown and a lot of information that Mike's going to talk about with bail bonds and court systems and the breakdown of that. Bobby's going to be talking about RICO and racketeering, and Ryan's going to be talking about Nassau, and there's lead in the water in Cleveland here, or Sebring, Ohio. So we got a lot of fun stuff to cover, guys, and we're really glad that you're out there with us. So I'm going to introduce Mike, Mr. Helfenstein here, and he is going to open up the conversation.
David, can you hear us okay?
We good to go?
Cello?
Yes,
hear?
yes, we can hear.
Okay. The purpose for tonight is to just kind of tell the rest of the
Dominique, can you
story.
mute your mic?
And where we are headed with this is to talk about corruption and how corruption basically causes grief to everyone. We're going to tie of an issue, the issue with city councils. We're going to talk about law enforcement. We're going to try to tie all of this in just to have a discussion as to how the system is working at the moment. And we're going to talk and focus on RICO. Now, we are not attorneys. We're just these particular issues of RICO we will discuss. I'm going to let Bobby come in and talk a little bit about what he understands relative to RICO.
Come on in, Bobby. Share a little bit about what you know about RICO and...
Hey guys, how you guys doing tonight? I'm gonna fill in about RICO and what it stands for and what the corruption is about it. RICO stands for racketeering, influence, corruption and influence in organization that's going on with the Vincita protocol. Mike, would you like to entail a little bit?
Yeah, what we're doing is we're just basically telling a story. Um, in our little community of Conneaut, there's a lot of issues going on, issues that go issues for 3 or 4 companies, or 3 or 4 individuals get together and they try to commit fraud, or they write a plan out to initiate a fraud scheme. That issue triggers
Dave, can you hear Mike?
No, I can't.
Because he's fading in and out on my feed. I can hear you perfect. I can see Dominique. I can see Barry. I can see everybody. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna mute. I don't have a mute on my Well, yes, I do. I'm gonna try to mute mine and see if that helps.
How's that doing, guys? I mean, I've got a signal. I got a sound signal that's working. Are you guys hearing me?
It looks like we're working.
It's just the bandwidth is actually stretched pretty thin.
Testing 1, 2. Ah, of course we've reached a limit to bandwidth. I get that. Well, we've got a lot of people on tonight, and that's the reason why we're causing grief to our own bandwidth. David, can you hear me, Chella?
I can hear you. You're cutting in and out. I think you're cutting in and out on everybody's line. I want to kind of pick up the pieces for what you were talking about. You're talking about coming into the town of Pontiac and putting the pieces together, and you're so distorted that we're just trying to pretty much be on the same page with you, Mike. So, Mike, can you hear me?
I can hear you fine. Are you able to hear me okay now?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly now. I don't know what happened or why. I can hear you now, but I wasn't able to hear you before. So, how did you guys like coming down to Cincinnati? Can't hear him.
Chella, dear?
Yes, I hear you. How did you like coming down to Cincinnati? How was that for everybody?
We love Cincinnati. We had a great time. We took a lot of photos.
Did you love Dominique too?
I did. Yes, I did.
Did Miss Dominique love Mike?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Of course I love Mike. I love Mike.
Better though.
I believe that, Bobby. Most definitely.
On blast?
Maybe somewhat.
Yes.
Your cheeks were so rosy.
I know.
I'm trying to.
I mean, you're blushing the whole time.
I am blushing. Mike, I love you, baby.
Thank you,
everybody loves Mike.
Thank you.
It's not everybody loves Chris. It's everybody loves Mike. Only some of us
Are you able to hear my? Are you guys able to hear me?
Not really, Mike, but we're trying to fill in the pieces. I'm trying to fill in the pieces for everybody as
Thank
you
you.
are distorted.
Yeah, I'm just.
Is everybody able to hear me?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to.
I can hear you, but it's very,
Distorted.
yes.
I know Wendy was going, so I wanted to talk about, since I can't really hear Mike, maybe Mike can hear me. I wanted to talk about going down to Key West and, you know, having a really awkward visit down there. And I know maybe even our security wanted to put a couple extra little additives onto that, who is not on here with us, but we had some problems down there. Well, at least I felt like I was having a problem, but I don't know if Mike can hear me.
I can hear you.
You can hear us? Okay, so
Yeah.
I know that we saw the bank down there, and that has to do with Mike's case, and we felt like we were being tailed a little bit. We had paparazzi shooters shooting me inside of a local place where all the scuba divers hung out, and it was a little crazy because when I was at dinner, I felt like I had these people tailing me again, and they were tailing me to a point where they ordered the same thing I ordered, and then were taking pictures of me. It was very uncomfortable.
Hey, Cello,
So-
maybe they thought you were Pam Anderson.
You think so?
I don't know.
I'll take that as a compliment. Although I wasn't really, I was kind of, I did have my pink Key Largo shirt on in my dive school uniform, so it was a little bit crazy why they would stand up and take pictures of me with being not so dressy or anything like that. It was a little bit uncomfortable. Bobby, when I was down there, we discussed that on Sunday, and Scott Chambers kind of went in on it with us. He was talking to us about what was actually happening and what he experienced with me. So with that being said, I know that Bobby wanted to get involved here somewhere. Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you.
Yeah, we can still hear you.
Have somebody sit so the camera feeds.
Now, when you tell that story, Chella, don't leave out the things that happened in the restaurant. Like they were actually ordering.
Yeah, they were actually ordering the same exact thing that I was ordering, and it was very odd because who does that? And they stood up and took pictures of me. And then also when I was in a local tavern that all the scuba divers hung out, I had a paparazzi shooter. And when I say paparazzi shooter, I mean like when you walk out of like a place and you're on channel 5, 12, 9, or you know, one of the major local channels, and you have media come in and just take your picture, like that's what this paparazzi shooter was doing. I actually had to have